One of the biggest wins of the earlier games. Yeah, don't look now. The New England Patriots have won 4 straight, blew out the Browns 45-7. The Browns on opposite ends of blowouts in back-to-back weeks. This one, the wrong end of those. We're going to bring on from Locked On Patriots, of course, our friend Mike Debate. Mike, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining us on the Locked On NFL podcast.
Oh, Bo, always my honor, always my pleasure, especially after the Patriots win 4 straight. I'm coming in here with a little bit of extra oomph tonight. So
Absolutely.
glad to be no, all kidding aside, glad to be joining you. Always my honor.
Yeah, Mike, a couple big performances from a couple key rookies on this offense in this contest that propelled the Pats to victory. We know about the defense, but these offensive rookies, Ramondre Stevenson and Mac Jones, they played great.
Yeah, without any question. I mean, I wrote about this a little bit earlier this evening for Sports Illustrated, basically saying that this 2021 rookie class for the New England Patriots really has a chance to be special. You look at what Mac Jones is doing. His performance today, arguably his best game as a pro. When you look at multi-touchdowns, his ability to get long, sustained drives, he's looking very comfortable in the pocket, looking comfortable in throwing the ball down the field, taking shots down the field, but also knowing when to hold on to it and being able to distribute it well. He's doing that. Ramondre Stevenson was everything as advertised today. There were some questions as to whether or not he was even going to be able to play in this game on concussion protocol right up until yesterday, cleared today, and came in and made his presence felt with 100 yards rushing on 20 carries, 2 touchdowns. And then, of course, Christian Barmore continues to push the pocket. He has been one of their most solid and one of their most reliable defensive players. Patriots really hit on all cylinders when it came to this rookie class, and 3 of them prominently were very much showcased in this game today.
Mike Debate, of course, read his work on SI, covers the Patriots there. Debate NFL on Twitter. And, is that the difference between the 2-4 start and this team that's won 4 in a row? Is that offense? Because we knew they could play defensive on the defensive side of the football. Has it been that offense kind of coming alive in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I think it has been. I think in a lot of ways, the offense just looks more comfortable. They're starting to come into their own and develop their own identity. Josh McDaniels looked a little bit hesitant at first in terms of maybe testing what this offense could do down the field and what they could do in the red zone. Mac Jones has developed a very good synergy with Hunter Henry, and those two have really become a great combination in the red zone. But Mac is starting to feel a lot more comfort throwing to his receivers in the open field. Jacoby Myers got his first touchdown today. A big moment for New England Patriots fans. They were glad to see that. Obviously, the injury to Troy Hill definitely put a little bit of a downer on that. Everyone in Patriots Nation all over the NFL hoping the best for Troy and his injury. But at the same time, you're looking at him being able to hit guys like Kendrick Bourne. Nelson Aguilar didn't get a whole lot of play today, but he's been a target downfield for the New England Patriots, and they're using the running game to open up play action. When the Patriots are clicking on all cylinders like that, they can really make things interesting and fun to watch on offense, and it all begins and ends with that offensive line, who has really found their stride in the last 3 or 4 games.
Another winnable game coming up next week against the Atlanta Falcons, and don't look now, they could be 7-4 in a 5-game winning streak going in a tighter contest against Tennessee. Is this a Patriots team that you expect to stay in contention the rest of the way out here in 2021?
I expect them to stay in contention. The way this team is playing, they're extremely well coached, very well disciplined, and those 2 things lend themselves well into remaining in contention. Now, are they going to vault to the top of the AFC? The jury is still out on that one. That's a very, very tall task, especially considering some of the teams that are, there in the conference. But as long as this team continues to play its game and they continue to be solid on both sides of the ball, they can hang with anybody. And when you can play with anyone in the NFL, you have a chance to win any given Sunday.
Really great stuff. Great insight. You're going to want to hear today's Monday edition of Locked On Patriots and with Mike Debate. Follow along on Twitter, Debate NFL. And of course, subscribe, follow along wherever you get your podcast. Mike, thanks so much, man.
Anytime, Bo. My honor, my pleasure.